Hello and welcome back to the Don't Screw the Internet Over games.
Oh.
Part 8.
Oh, damn, I should have.
Justice for the internets.
I know I should have cleared my search history. Now look what's happened. We're in a giga break.
Break the targets!
I can see all your commissions, Logan.
I could see alternate accounts on Twitter, Logan.
You never know
All
how many
70
there are.
of them.
You'll never know how many there are.
Yes, I do. There's only one.
They're like a hydra. When you delete one, just two more. Anyway, let's just.
Two
now
more
we have to
pop
start-
up in this place.
Now we have to fight. Now we have to fight more. Now we gotta fight two.
We gotta fight
different ones,
monkeys
speaking
with monkeys, and
Oh,
they're
no.
honestly not that much worse off than before.
of- And again, I swear, I'm just looking at your blaster, especially to take advantage of the fact that that we can always potentially deal environmental damage by knocking them off the cliff. Like that blaster is really something powerful of yours with that rapid fire shot.
Oh, absolutely. Like again, if you're playing as
Thank
the
you.
Black Pants monkey, like he's pretty much he's the most adept at the quote
Range
unquote
stuff.
slingshot.
Well, is it
like
like
that.
manual fire, or is it...
I think go ahead.
Okay, so when it comes to the Team Monkey, and I think it most primarily applies to the Black Pants Monkey in particular, it pretty much auto fires a couple shots.
Well,
so
because
it's like
the Black
pull the
Monkey
trigger and
tends to
it's like a
use an
burst.
Uzi, right?
Correct.
Yeah. That's what he's using
Just
right
like
now.
an
It's like a
AP-52.
blaster.
You idiot! We all have Uzis. Yeah, but mine's better.
Yeah,
Go,
mine's
Rocket
actually
Man.
oozing.
Oh, thank you for jumping down there. All right, there we go. So that's also as you can see compared to the last part. If you can corner the enemies and just keep them pinned down, these stages can go by much faster than normal.
Absolutely.
Well, not to mention you're playing co-op, so I doubt they actually increase like the amount of health the opponents have. So,
Oh no, they don't do any sort of rebalancing for co-op's sake.
so yeah, you're basically using. It's basically a 2 against 1 match.
Oh, that being said, though, we gotta still do the occasional race.
Oh boy, fun times. But yeah, back to you, Hype, while we do the fun parts.
I was just thinking, well, first off, just continuing off the joke that we did, it's like, oh, we all have Uzis. I said mine has stickers. I should have said, mine has rhinestones.
You mean those knockoff rhinestones?
No, I got them from the jewelry store.
Has HBO Max updated with the new season yet?
I know there was a Halloween special that popped up, like, this past Halloween, but otherwise, I don't think the new episodes are out yet.
What series are we talking about?
Jellystone.
Jellystone? Oh, I
Go.
still need to watch that.
Yeah. Oh,
You really should. It's honestly really good.
I only saw like a couple of clips shared on my Twitter feed, but
We would happily watch it with you. It is very fun. They do they
I mean,
have
hey,
a lot of
it's-
fun with the source material.
it's from the same guy who did Chowder, so I don't see why I shouldn't watch it.
And I honestly have absolutely no qualms in saying it's easily the best thing to utilize the Hanna-Barbera license.
Yeah. And it's funny, like, because I'm one
Not
of those
count, not counting Tom and Jerry and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm one of those people that are really kind of indifferent towards Chowder, but even that said, I really enjoyed Jellystone.
Well, if I could ask, what did you prefer, Chowder or Flapjack?
I haven't seen that one either.
Chowder. I've seen Flapjack, and there's something. The issue is that Flapjack for me falls a little bit too close into the Uncle Grandpa like lol random sense of humor, where nothing like you still need a basis. Like for instance, like sure, Jellystone can Jellystone can get a little lol random, but like save for the stuff with what's the name of the cat again, James?
Top Cat?
Snagglepuss?
Like with Top Cat, like there's still I think a basis of like they just have fun with all their personalities colliding with each other and not.
I mean, Tom
just
Cat, for all
random
intents and purposes, was pretty much the 1960s Eddie.
right. But
well, he's
but,
like, he was the leader of the gang. He was the top, he's the king. Well, no, he's the... What was the thing? It's like... He's for something, he's the king, but above everything, he's the most top cat. Yeah?
yeah.
Something like
so.
that.
Oh, he's the
that-
boss, he's the king.
And that-
I'm sorry.
and yeah. Apart from that, Icky, how versed
How
would
versed
you
are
say
you
are
on the Indie Hanna-Barbera multi-universe?
I've practically been raised by Hanna-Barbera thanks
Then,
to, I think I mentioned it before in, like, previous commentary, but when I was younger, my dad had, like, cassette tapes. That he filled up with, like, nothing but, like, 60s and, like, Hanna-Barbera cartoon theme songs.
Oh.
wow.
So there was, like, the Transformers theme, there was the He-Man theme, there was the Jabberjaw, the Top Cat, Flintstones, Jetsons, Gigantor. That was one of them.
because we ask about that because another thing that Jellystone has remarkably surprised us with is how deep it makes those cuts into Hanna-Barbera lore and like characters.
Well, it's because it doesn't just focus on Yogi Bear and Boo Boo.
No, but it like focuses on really obscure ones like
that whole joke that Hype and I were just quoting earlier, like that whole my boots have rhinestones. You mean those knockoff rhinestones?
Hey, Boo Boo.
Yeah, that was Boo Boo and Yogi, and but then they make some really weird like they pull up some vague stuff like the pizzeria characters.
Yeah, the based on
characters.
Yeah, the Chattanooga Cats. And one character that was like in one episode was like a rival to Top Cat, the king. You know, hey, I'm the king. Was based off a really obscure like Hanna-Barbera thing where it's like apparently their attempt at the Fonz, but as a lion.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it goes without saying, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't an outright race. It's just a you're pretty much just reaching the finish while surviving.
Race to the finish, but don't die along the way.
Like this is probably exactly. This is like the closest the Ape Escape ever goes to a typical A to B Mario platformer.
Right, and again, I love the speed, even though, as you saw, I could kind of get a little carried away with my speed, but otherwise, it feels really great, and I do hope Million Monkeys retains this.
I mean, then again, you weren't really playing as Cassie, so...
I mean, that's also true, but I do recall from what little I have played of Million Monkeys is that it does feel a little... Well, again, Million Monkeys, for all intents and purposes, is pretty much like that odd little mishmash between all the gladiatorial stuff this game has and the typical Capture 8 gameplay of the mainstream games.
Mm-hmm.
So take that for what you will.
Oh, also, I guess it's worth knowing, because I noticed this between the last part and this part. These new, like, now that we're on to the break stages, something I've been noticing is that they no longer prevent you from using one of the group every time you use them. Like, you could, if you want to, you could pick the same monkey every single stage if you wanted to now.
That is true, because every level is treated like a boss stage now.
Well, not even that. It's just that each level isn't connected as, like, a pack of 3 or 4 minigames in a row. You're not working for a score, you're working just to beat the stage.
Right, you do raise a good point there. Like, even on the level select screen, like, it's no longer like a segmented bulleted list. It's just every one is a bullet point or whatever it is. And go, monkey!
Each one is a main minigame.
I'm off, my fellow monkeys.
Into space.
I wonder how the first monkey landing on the moon is doing.
I don't think he's alive anymore.
Do you think they sent him postcards?
I straight up don't think he's alive anymore. That was decades ago.
Actually, wasn't that... Okay, so... Just a fair warning, this is going into, like, Ape Escape on PS3 territory. Which is, like, an era that nobody really talks about to begin with.
It's PlayStation Move Ape Escape hype.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that was that the one that tried to, like, reboot Spectre's origin?
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, that whole game was just a full-on reboot to the series, and to that, I think it's fine. I just think that the PlayStation Move in general just sucked.
Basically, what they did was they rewrote Spectre's origin story as, like, an innocent little monkey that finds this superpower helmet and goes crazy with power and starts bringing all the monkeys to their knees. It goes from that to making him, like, the first monkey launched into space.
Oh, okay, I was mistaken.
It makes him more like a sympathetic, like, villain.
Right, he's primarily trying to take over the world purely out of vengeance.
And the monkeys that we know from this game are apparently aliens trying to take over the world.
Really? Wait, so the whole idea is that he was very much like he was spiteful that he didn't want to go into space, but we forced him to go into space for our own purposes?
Something like that. I do know that it's also because he was very much attached to his caretaker at the time.
Oh.
Like it's a humble grandma and her grandkids or something.
Kind of like a more in-depth version of the typical, him asking, how's the zookeeper doing and whatnot.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
I'm sorry. I just had an epiphany. I was gonna say I just had an epiphany. Not that we brought that up. That Ape Escape move, like, was that the last Ape Escape game that we've gotten before the series pretty much went dark?
Yep.
Yep. Unfortunately.
There were rumors that there was going to be a PS4 Ape Escape game, but no.
Well, my thing is that, like, do you think because of how, like, alienating that game was, and plus it being on the move, like, Sony took that the wrong way and just decided, oh, I guess no one likes Ape Escape anymore, and that's why we haven't gotten a new one?
Into the furnace you go, I guess.
So are you saying, do you think that they read that the same way Rare read the nuts and bolts thing?
Yes.
I don't know if I'd say entirely as nuts and bolts, because we have been seeing Banjo come back to a degree, you know, like between Smash and
Years
the N64
later.
Online.
Years
Years
later,
after
we're
the
just,
fact.
we're just waiting for that moment from
That's
the final.
still-
We're just waiting. Go ahead.
That's still more than what Sony's done.
I mean, if it means anything, the
Ooh.
closest thing we've had to the Apescape series returning is that I know for the PlayStation 4 version of Super Bomberman R, you can unlock a Bomber People Monkey.
Also, look,
That's adorable. Oh no!
it's Dark Jake.
But what happened to
That's
the real Jake?
This is the real Jake. He just turned dark.
No,
Literally,
he's all shadowy and he has a funny tattoo and a really creepy looking bike.
Yeah, so
That's not
does
the real
frickin-
Jake.
So does Balrog, but I don't say to him complain. I don't know where that came from.
Who's Balrog?
Well, which Balrog?
Well, we're clearly talking over what the hell the Mr. Man did to Jake, so basically, he used the power of the disc to corrupt him.
Oh.
Power of the Disc just has the code to all life.
Now,
Oh,
now
Black
we're-
Jake. It's supposed to be Dark Jake. Goodness me.
Blackjack.
Now I want to ask, like, when you brought up Balrog, are we talking about like America's depiction of Balrog or Japanese depiction? Because remember, they
Are we
swapped the
talking
names
about
around.
Lunchbox Balrog?
I forgot. I genuinely forgot. I'm sorry. I genuinely forgot that.
If it's the one with the mask, then that's the Japan Balrog, which we know as Vega.
Yeah, that's Vega. I thought.
Or
Anyhow.
are we talking about
Fighter.
Lunchbox turned into Giant Frog Balrog?
I forgot about him.
So, like before, the fight with Dark Jake isn't too terribly different from before, but he's definitely a lot more fierce.
Whoa! He has a new speed up move like that, and you have to
He's certainly
watch
a
him
lot
from
more
all
aggressive.
angles. Yes.
Also,
but-
the exhaust from his motorcycle is a lot bigger than it was before. So you got to be careful trying to get it in from behind.
Right. We just need to build up our charge meter, which I you know what? I'm so sorry. I don't think we've ever actually explained that yet. So, how does that work? Like, do you get charged for dealing damage or also for receiving damage?
Yeah, for both.
Okay. Also, oh my gosh! Now that I'm listening to this music,
It's a remix of the Coliseum theme.
I was gonna say
Well, the
Coliseum, and it
Coliseum
also
race.
I would say Coliseum racing, but it also reminded me of the time machine, of the time vortex.
Also,
from
this right here is
skateboarding.
fucking nuts.
Whoa!
Oh boy!
Okay. There we
That
go.
is some aggressive spinning.
And now he's gonna rocket into space.
Okay, bye, Jake. Again.
There he goes.
Yeah,
It's a
I
little
like how
nuts.
this is a remix of Ape Escape 1 music.
Yeah, no, because I was thinking, yeah, it reminded me of the time machine and now get the big net. Okay, there goes the big net.
Honestly, you say remix. I feel like this is more of an extension of the that boss theme from the original game.
Well, it's not the
Oh,
same
for
exact theme, it's just
They definitely add more on top of it, if that means anything.
a lot
Because
more
again,
Kaizans, in fact.
everything from the characters they use to the feel of the soundtrack is very much reminiscent of the original Ape Escape.
So
I mean,
should
to be
we
fair,
so should we
it's the
call
same
it a girl?
composer.
So should we call it draw and say that this is a new arrangement?
Yeah, why not?
The arrange mode.
The arrange. Oh, I forgot about arrange mode. All right, we're almost done here at least. Then and then.
At the very least, he's not as much of a chump as he was during Phase 2 of for Phase 2 when
Right.
he just had the freaking monkey on the
shooting
side.
Nothing. Yeah, shooting everything. All right, just target him and.
I mean, really thinking about it for a moment, is this really dark? Is this really like a corrupted version of Jake? Because
Well,
mean-
otherwise, if it wasn't, then where else would he have been? Like, by this point, he more like you don't see him again till the end of the game.
I mean, he's not necessarily computer data. He's still a person, right?
Right, he's still a person. It's just that again, technically, we're in the virtual world, and we gotta abide by the virtual world's rules, which
Got
the
him.
Mystery Man is currently breaking the rules of.
Is he trying to merge the virtual world with reality?
Pretty much, it's a paprika situation, Nikki.
Paprika?
Oh, I was just going to say it's like a Kolioka situation, but alright.
I guess Kolioka too.
What?
Wow, that takes me back. That takes me back now, freaking heck. I was just
Damn.
thinking Paprika because that's like the last movie I've seen like a long time
Where
ago.
it's like some abnormal force starts corrupting the world outside it.
outside of it, yeah. And he wants to bridge the reality so he may rule over a horrible utopia.
For those wondering if this is an extended metaphor for the fact that our heavy use of the internet is probably going to be our ultimate downfall sometime in the future, you're probably right.
Thank you, monkey.
Watch more YouTube videos while you're at it. Don't you worry. The internet's our friend.
Just stare and dream.
What the fuck was that?
We'll tell you in a bit. Take care, everybody.
We'll see you all next time for Terra Break.
Yep, one more before the big one. We've hit the dream.